is that?
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He was brought down by Con.
Oh, no damn.
Hill.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Jordan, you need help.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Here's second and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Jones has it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
What?
Mike 42, Mike 42.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, come on now. Mike's 42. Hey, Mike's 42.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check, 43. Hey. 43 is the mic. Over. Right here. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on, baby. You're out. Come on. He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Why did you?
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away.
See, Ray, when I play, you saw Humphrey got a pick like there?
Put their defense in a really
I did the same thing, was come up and he went out of bounds.
On first down,
I thought I needed a new controller, but they're like, no, ain't no new controller. Motherfucker just raggedy.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
What am I listening to?
Ready, break. 39. Check, Mike, 39. Watch the run. Spawn. No. Hit it.
A run for Nick Chubb.
I hate when you spin
And
the
that
opposite
play
way.
goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Hey, switch gears.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Stop by Taven Bryan. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
42's the mic. Record.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Mike 42. I smell fear in that offense. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Watch that.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Why you the trash, bro? You would think by April I got better than that.
Remind you, coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is in for the
called that?
touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here you go. 60 out more. Take 4. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
KJ.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Come on, I hate that shit, man.
The Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they will bottle him
up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they'll go ahead and burn it.
KJ, stop.
We'll see what happens.
Stop, man.
Here's Thomas Morstead.
KJ, I'm not even.
As the drive
KJ,
goes backwards. So
KJ, I don't even drink no more, KJ. I don't want to hear that bullshit today.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
God,
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the twist.
And again, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Set. 10 logo. Move. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 39.
On 3rd down, Daniels.
Oh, my God. Don't get it, bro.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Mike 42. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Hustle, hustle. Watch the screen.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go over as incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Nice, sweetheart. Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, here we go. Come on. Excellent. Go. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Mike 42. Check, Mike 42. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Come on. You better. Ball, Trot. Nice 42. Nice. Come on. Max ball. Right. Check your hot read.
On third down, Austin. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Daniels nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No. At the 47-yard line.
Go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Go. 42. Mike 42.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 42's the mic. Henry. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, check Mike 39. Ready?
Throwing again. Daniels. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Zip it. To the mic, boy. 42.
Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. He finds Robinson. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the